Hey guys, so you're thinking about moving to Northglenn, Colorado, where you're not exactly sure what it has to offer or what its overall vibe is. Well, today we're going to talk about exactly that. We'll visit three different properties and three different price points, and we'll explore some of the fun things to do inside and outside here in this beautiful city. And with that, we'll get after it right now. My name's Adam. My team and I, we get calls and texts every day from people just like you, thinking about moving to Colorado, to Northglenn and the surrounding areas. Right now I'm at the Boondocks Fun Center. Northglenn's actually just straight up I-25 from Denver, and you probably hear the highway I-25 is right behind here, but that makes this place really easy to get to and a lot of fun for the whole family, whether you want to bring the kids or have a date night. They've got a ropes course, go-karts, huge arcade, bowling, another go-kart track over here, putt-putt golf, laser tag. I mean, they've got it all. As I mentioned, Northglenn is just up I-25 here from Denver. It's not a huge city. It spans about, 7 square miles. And in the last census, there was just under 40,000 residents in the city itself. So because we're next to I-25, you got easy access down to the city or out to the mountains. And, a lot of the cities here in Colorado do have that great access on the highway. So I chose Boondocks to come to because it highlights some of the outdoor activities that you can enjoy in the summertime and in the wintertime, whether it's go-karts or going inside to do some bowling. They just opened up, which is great because otherwise this place would be teeming with screaming kids and lots of people, which isn't a bad thing. It means they're just having fun. So what I'll do is I'll walk around a little bit, show you what they've got going on inside. We'll wrap up, then we'll head over to our first property. All right, guys, so we made it over to our first property. It's listed at $450,000, built in 1964, 3 beds, 2 baths, just over 1,700 square feet. Nice little brick ranch. With that square footage and that price point, puts us right at $265 a square foot, which is well below that $300 threshold that I like to put my clients in at. And it's just a 5-minute drive from the Boondocks Fun Center. Just cross over Washington Avenue, which is a major thoroughfare. Actually does go into downtown Denver as well, parallel to I-25. I mean, on Washington, you're going to find every restaurant you could ever think of, all your shopping, Home Depot, Starbucks, anything you want there. So conveniently located in a quiet neighborhood. Now, the city of Northglenn was actually incorporated in 1959. So all these houses, they're not too old. But as you can tell, this street kind of wraps around, just does a loop here. So not a lot of traffic here. Nice wide streets. Most of the houses here are pretty kept up really well. I mean, lots of folks got their trucks and RVs because, like I said before, a lot of outdoor activities happen here in Colorado. So this house in particular, it's got kind of an open floor plan, some little bit of rustic charm, wood burning fireplace, some of the decor like tile and things you might want to change, but I think when you get some furniture in there and make it your own, it's a great deal, especially at $450,000 in this crazy Denver market. like I said, Northglenn, it's not a huge city, about 40,000 residents. But it does have that big city feel in terms of location. You can see the mountains in various parts of the parks, tons of parks. And then again, I-25 actually splits Northglenn in half. So easy access to go north or to go south, hit I-70 and get up into the mountains. So at $450, this house is a really good deal. I actually sent it to one of my current buyers saying that, hey, we should go check this thing out before it gets snatched up. So with that, we'll drive around the neighborhood as we always do, show you the rest of the homes here so you can get an idea of the neighborhood feel, and then we'll head on over to our second house. All right, guys, so we're over here at our second property, and it was just a couple minutes east from that last one. Northglenn is in Adams County, which is a long and narrow county that most of which is agricultural and farmland out to the east. So as the city grows, as the state of Colorado itself grows, you're seeing a lot of new developments in these cities that have room to expand outwards. And since we moved east, you can see that we're in a new home community. This property was actually built this year. It is listed at $550,000 and has just over 1,900 square feet with 2 beds and 3 baths. But with that, there's a lot of entertaining room. There's actually a rooftop terrace up there. It's a brand new home, so all the finishes are top notch. Everything that you can ask for in a convenient modern home, and close to the city. So even though we've come just a little west, I mean, literally it was a 5-minute drive from that last property. As you can see behind me, there's still building in this neighborhood here. Most of these are Richmond homes, and a couple sprinkled in are Meridian homes. So reputable builders. They put a good product together. As you can see, in order to put as many properties in here, you're building up instead of out. It sits right across the street from a park with the playground. And that $550,000, it is a smoking deal for a brand new home. We'll throw some pictures up of the inside so you can see what I'm talking about. But, you know, when you think of new home, you think of high-end, nice, convenient, modern touches and finishes, which you have here. So these are standalone homes here. Across the street, you can see they built paired homes and duplexes. Again, the architecture feel is really nice. I like the stacked stone. I like that you've got a balcony here on the second floor, and as I mentioned, up top there's a rooftop terrace as well. So we're just off of 120th Avenue, and as I mentioned in videos in the past, you know, Denver and Colorado, most of the cities are on a grid system. So what that means is we're 120 blocks north of 0. And here in Colorado and Denver, 0 is Alameda. So downtown spans from Alameda up to 30th. Then you start hitting other cities. So I guess what I'm trying to say is we're really not that far from the nightlife and all those things that you might want to enjoy on a weekend, go down to the Performing Arts Center or whatever, catch a game. But then you can come home to a nice, beautiful, brand new house here in a brand new community. So at 550, 1,935 square feet, I think that put us right around 285, trying to do some math on the fly here, but the point is it's under that $300 threshold. So what I'll do is drive around this little neighborhood here. You can see maybe when we won't go that way because that's all construction, but we'll go this way, show you the park over there, and then head out and hit the next house. All right, guys, so we've made it over to our third property here. It was built in 1998, just over 2,700 square feet with 4 beds and 4 baths, sitting here on a nice quiet cul-de-sac, and it's listed at $599,000. So with that size, 2,700 and some change square feet, that puts the price per square foot at like $218. So if you're trying to use that as a barometer, well under our $300 threshold. And you know, although it's not a brand new house like the last one we saw, for a little bit more money, I mean, there's some big differences, right? Like this particular house has an extremely big backyard. It's an entertainer's paradise. It's got, you know, a full finished basement, and it's on this quiet cul-de-sac, whereas the last one, you could tell they, you know, these new developments, they've got to utilize the space as much as possible, so there are a lot more homes and a smaller footprint. Whereas this one is cul-de-sac, you've got 6 houses right here. It's nice and quiet, and you know, as I say that, you can hear some of the water features of the next door neighbor going on. You got birds flying by. You know, the house itself, it's got nice hardwood floors, big kitchen, as I mentioned, full basement that's been finished, and that backyard is probably going to be the selling point for this one. You can tell a lot of these houses in Northglenn, they range, right? That first one was one of the first ones built in the 60s. Second house was built this year, and this particular house was built in 1998. So a wide variety of opportunity here in Northglenn. Because it is Adams County, the taxes are a little bit lower, because we're on the east side of I-25. That's, you know, in terms of desirability, everyone wants to be closer to the mountains, so the closer you get over there, the price goes up. So for being, gosh, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes from downtown, half hour, 45 minutes, depending on traffic, to the mountains, I mean, this is a great alternative and opportunity to own a fantastic home like this at this price point. A lot of space to grow into. That backyard, again, I keep mentioning that. For me, you know, that new house that we just saw, it's nice, but you don't have that backyard element. So there's a trade-off there. So depending on what you're looking for, you know, we can tailor our search and opportunities that we find to your needs. So again, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, throw us an email. We'd love to talk just to see if we can even help you find exactly what you're looking for in a price that makes you comfortable. So with that, we'll wrap up here, drive around this neighborhood a little bit so you can see what other houses look like, and head on over to the next property. All right, guys, so that wraps it up for our tour of Northglenn. We saw 3 different properties and 3 different price points, 3 different, very different properties, and checked out the Boondocks Fun Center. Wrapping up here at the end line, Northglenn Station on 112th. And I chose this because this light rail line is fairly new, and you know, again, as the city and Colorado keeps growing, we're finding new ways to make it more convenient and cut down on some traffic. So this end line is a light rail, it goes straight into downtown Denver. Very convenient, and actually right now, I think this month and next month, all RTD modes of transportation are free, whether it's a light rail or the bus. So kind of trying to encourage people to leave the car at home. This will take you right into Union Station, which is basically the city center of Denver. It's in Lodo, and from there you can take other modes of transportations, get on a scooter or whatever to get to your final destination. But it is convenient. And just wanted to highlight one of the stops here. I think that second house we were at was on 120th. So literally 8 blocks away, you've got the light rail, huge parking lot, so you can park here with no worries, lots of light. They've got people always monitoring it, so you don't have to worry about anything happening to your car, unless it's hail. Can't stop hail from coming through. But you know, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, we're here to help. So find our contact information below, tap that bell, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, hopefully we see you around town.